I think that the truth is there's two narratives with homelessness or people experiencing homelessness. There's the first narrative of a person who's truly down on their luck. They lost their job, they got evicted, and they need help, and they are on the street. I don't think too many people in Austin would not agree. We need to help them, whether it's nonprofits helping them. I believe the city should help them. I believe programs should be in place. And those folks should, who want help, get help. But the other narrative, which does exist, are people that actually want to be on the street.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example from my law practice. A year ago, right after the shutdown, I got a call from a mother whose daughter was tragically killed by a drunk driver. She was 30 years old. This was right after the shutdown, so no one was on the street. You remember that? Like nothing was going on. So she was on the street by Anderson Mill, and the drunk driver was being followed by people. The guy was so out of control, he hopped up on the sidewalk, ran her over, killed her. So tragic. So I signed up the mother. The mother was a lower income woman, and we got into the case, and I said to the mother, I said, well, listen, this young woman was 30 years old. I said, why was she on the street? Why was she there that night? And there was a long pause, and this mother said she wanted to be there. She lived on the street. And I said, so she liked it? She was camping out? And she told me some things. This young woman was going through some stuff, but she could not get her off the street. And I think that narrative, that type of person, that is not a small number of people.
No.
And I think that those people, I pray for them. I hope they get help. But as you know, if somebody doesn't want help,
you can't help.
They're not going to get help.
You can't help somebody. You cannot help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves.
Right.
No matter how hard you try, you really can't do that. And I think that when you try to spread your energy too thin to help everybody, you actually are hurting the people that want help, because you gotta allocate your energy to the right people, right? Does that make sense?
Right. I mean, so my view is this: is all I think the city should be doing is saying, look, people can camp here, people can't camp there. I mean, why can there not be some rules? I'm not saying that there can be no camping whatsoever. There needs to be a middle ground approach.
Agreed.
And when you look at the trail is the crown jewel of Austin. I mean, there's 3 million people use the trail each year. And when you see what the trail is becoming, you've got 50 to 70 tents now on the trail. What happened when it's 150 or 250? That's not just a hypothetical. You talk to people in Seattle or San Francisco, that's where it heads. And I just don't understand why city leadership doesn't try to create a middle ground. And as you saw, Alex, they're now going to try to do it. They came out and they said they're going to try to do it, but then they're saying we're not going to enforce it. I mean, it's this kind of double talk that is put out there, where I'm not saying you need to put people in jail who don't enforce the rules, but there needs to be some rule.